Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to Holt's Weird World. It's been almost a year since I've recorded my last podcast and I kind of feel bad about it because I really enjoyed being able to make these and people really enjoyed being able to listen to them. So since it's my first podcast in forever, it'll be a bit short because I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants on this one. I have a little thing written out over the side where I can look at it in case I get lost and start to ramble on about stuff, which I am typically pretty bad about. Also, I am sorry if the audio stinks. I am just using my laptop. It's a really basic setup. I don't have any of my mics or anything like that. But my new microphone setup will be coming in hopefully this weekend or the middle of next week, so I will have it before I record my next podcast. And I'll also have a desk and table and chairs and not be sitting on the carpet with my laptop in my lap. So yeah. Anyways, so first off, this podcast is by a furry for anyone who wants to listen. Now, a lot of things may be fur related, and if you don't like that, then I guess you kind of have to deal with it or just not listen to it. So it's one of these things where I became a furry about 13 years ago. Technically, I was one before then. I had imagined my son a Holt. He was an imaginary character that I kind of just hung out with and went on crazy wild adventures with my stuffed animals with. It was really kind of cool. And then when I was, I think, 13? No, 10 years old? Yeah, when I was 10 years old. No, 11 years old. Yeah, when I was 11 years old, my really good friend, Gibby, I won't say his real name for personal reasons because I don't talk to him anymore. But anyways, he introduced me to actually what the fandom was, and I'm like, oh, cool, I already have something a little bit like that. His name is actually Holt. And he's like, oh, that's really awesome. And so we kind of RP'd and just kind of had adventures and wrote stories with our own sonas and everything. And then that was my beginning and how I started to slowly edge myself into the community, and I have loved it and loved being a part of it ever since then. And it's one of those things where I would never change that about myself. I don't foresee myself leaving this community, I love it. I love every aspect about it. I love just anything you could imagine, from the people to the creativity to just anything that comes out of this community is amazing. Even the bad things are amazing, I would like to say. So a little bit going on in the last year is I've become an uncle. I am turned 24, going on 25. Of course, those who know me know I'm obsessed with dragons and circles. I love to play video games, even though I kind of suck at them. I mean, Super Smash Bros. Is one of my favorite video games, and I am absolutely horrible at it. We like to host Super Smash Bros. Meets at our apartments, and I do absolutely terrible. But it's fun because I enjoy kicking people's butts, and when people get surprised, they're like, whoa. I'm like, yeah, that just happened. But yeah, I love the outdoors. I grew up in Texas, way, way, way far away from where I live in the Fresno Clovis area of good old California. But I'm a huge fan of being in the outdoors, and there's a lot of outdoors, honestly, around where I live. You got Yosemite National Park, literally about an hour and a half away. I can go up to China Peak and go skiing anytime I want. I can walk outside of my apartment and literally see the mountain ranges from here, which I personally think as a Texan is bloody amazing. I'm used to the flatlands. And so just a little bit things that have gone on. It's just like the last time I did a podcast, I was living with my ex. We had split up in October, I believe, and we were living together still because I had no real friends and couldn't find a place and couldn't support myself on my own. But I finally found a place after that. A really good friend of mine now, someone I had just met at the time, opened his place up to me and said, if you can pay the bills, I'll kick my current roommate out and let you move in. So that's what happened, and that's where I've been the last 6 months. And it's been kind of awesome. I've enjoyed it, but I have finally gotten up to where I have the ability to have my own place and consistently paying all my bills, and everything is going really, really well. So basically what happened is about a month and a half ago, me, Lunos, and Dustin started looking for a new place, and we found this wonderful place over on Clovis, kind of in the middle of everything. It's very spacious, 960 something square feet. which is absolutely awesome. And we got moved in last week. We picked up our keys on the 15th, did the final walkthrough, and we've been moving boxes and everything in ever since. This weekend, we kind of finished everything up, and we've got everything, for the most part, unboxed and set up. The living room is taken care of, the kitchen is taken care of, the bedroom's about 75%, and then we also have a spare bedroom, which we have turned into our own studio, which is where I'm currently sitting on the floor right now, because like I said, I don't have my desk yet or anything to be able to set up. I just have this kind of bare bones corner where all of my stuff is kind of laying around on the floor, which that's not bad. But I think the hardest thing about getting into this new place was just the intense amount of packing we had to do, and we didn't realize how much stuff we had, and it was like, wow, we have a lot of crap to move into the new place. But yeah, it's been nice. The worst part about it is we're on the second story, so we gotta walk around a little bit softer and be a little bit quieter. And bringing the couch and the dresser up here was a royal pain in our backs and our butts, so that's not too big of a deal. At least it's a one-time thing, and we don't plan on it going anywhere anytime soon. But yeah, it's been nice to get everything set up, and we're really excited about the place. We're especially I can't talk. We're especially glad to be able to have our own kitchen, to be able to do a lot of our own cooking in, have all of our pots and pans set up, and then we're really kind of excited about the fact we have a studio. Lunos is going to be able to have a place to do his art. Dust is going to be able to place to set up all of this stuff, to be able to start recording more of his YouTube videos and getting everything up for his gaming channel. And then I'm going to have a place to be able to do my podcast, to be able to run my vlogs, and just have fun. I mean, that's the point of this channel after all, is me just have fun, make people smile and laugh and go, what the heck's wrong with this guy? I mean, why not? I mean, that sounds like a lot of fun in my opinion. But yeah, as far as podcasts goes, I am hoping to be able to do one every other Saturday. So every 2 weeks there should be one coming out on Friday night - Saturday morning really early, which is going to be awesome. And then the other videos that'll be going up on my channel will be going up on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And there'll be a little break over the weekend for me to be able to record, edit, and get things accomplished. With the podcast, I'm really excited because I have some really awesome guest hosts and guest stars that I'm going to be interviewing. I was just today confirming a schedule with 2 of the guys that I'll be doing interviews with in December, one of which is going to co-host the whole entire show with me. And then today I got a really, really good friend that I've gotten to know over the last 4.5, 5 months, which has been awesome. He was actually scheduled to do a podcast with me back in December, but he wasn't actually able to it. And that's how we reconnected, was I messaged him probably a month and a half ago to talk to him again. And we started talking again, and we've become actually really close and good friends. So right now, I would like to introduce you to my personal and amazing friend and our guest host today, Lovebug the Dutchie. Everybody, I hope y'all will really enjoy. This guy is really talented. Hey, I just wanted to introduce everybody real fast to our amazing guest host, Lovebug the Dutchie. Lovebug, you want to go ahead and say hi?
Hello, everyone. How's it going tonight, this evening, this morning, or whatever time it is right now?
So tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from right now, Lovebug.
Well, I live in a little town called Lawrenceville, Georgia. It's kind of in the backwoods. It's not bad, but it's not good at the same time. I am what you might know as a furry, or one who likes anthropomorphic animals. I've been one since 2012, proudly since 2012. Let's see what else. I also have my own YouTube channel, link will be in the description below.
Yeah, we'll talk a little about that in a bit, and yeah, we'll definitely have that so people can check it out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Over on my channel, I usually post really whatever I want to because it's my channel, and but mostly it's gameplay. It's like about 95% gameplay. Yeah. I've been posting mostly Guitar Hero videos lately, mostly tracks that I have made myself, and yeah.
Awesome. So, what are some of your hobbies, obviously, besides YouTube, going into this?
Well, my that I have been doing for a little bit of time, not really a little bit of time, is I am also an artist. I will put a link to my fur affinity down in the thing with the description box. There it is. Now I may warn anyone who wants to go check it out that is not really it's not for the faint of heart. I'll just say that. But yeah, I'll just say that. Another one of my hobbies is playing the guitar. I play a lot of guitar. I have two guitars. One is a BC Rich Mockingbird with BC Rich pickups. Another one is my newest child is a Schecter Diamond Series Damien DMG HZ pickups.
On the side note, when he got that guitar, he wouldn't shut up about it for like, what, a whole week straight? That's all I heard about. What? I can say that, because that's all I heard about for a week straight, up until you went and picked up your baby from Guitar Center. Or where did you end up getting it? It was a little mom and pop shop, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little mom and pop shop over in Duluth.
Nice.
And those of you who are not from Georgia, it is not Duluth, it is Duluth. Duluth, Georgia. It's called Music Go Round. It's this little like corner store where I got this guitar.
Yeah, wasn't this guitar incredibly expensive as well, and you got it for stupidly cheap?
Oh yeah, the pickups alone were $200. I got the entire guitar for $200.
You got a steal of a deal on the damn thing.
Oh yeah, I basically picked that thing up and ran away with it.
Pretty much.
Well, technically I didn't pay for it. My lovely father paid for it.
Gotta love parents.
Yeah, they literally give life. Anyways, branching off of my guitar hobby, I am also in a metalcore band. We are called Virtues Period. The period is for copyright reasons. That was a voice crack. We have been together for, since about early August. It is late November now, so about 3 months, give or take. Yeah, we have 3 songs already made. We're going to be in the studio maybe next month, recording our demo for venues and stuff like that. But yeah, if you want to go hit us up, if you want to go check us out, then I'll have Holt put our Instagram handle down there, and if you want to go follow me, Instagram is down there. Yeah.
Awesome. Didn't y'all have y'all's first show about a month and a half ago or so? About a month ago?
I'm sorry?
Didn't you have your first show about a month ago?
Yeah, it was a Halloween show. It was a little Halloween show. There was about 25 people there. It was a pretty good turnout for our first show. And we played about 1 song, and then our lead guitarist guitar broke.
Oh, joy.
So that was fun.
Who did y'all get to play alongside? Who was the opening? Y'all weren't the opening act, but who was the group that you were excited for to play alongside and meet?
Oh, it was this band called Set in Stone. I actually got to meet the entire band, which was really nice. And they told us that our sound was really good, and that
we cut out.
They will.
You still there? Oh, you cut out for a few seconds.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. The band was Set in Stone. They're also a group. They're not really recording anymore, but they were together for a while, and they will be recording our first EP in April.
Hey, that's around my birthday. That's awesome.
It's really nice.
Did you?
For a band that's only been together for like 3 months, that's incredible.
Yeah, that is. And I'm assuming you have photos of this on your Instagram account, from where you met them and everything.
Not really, to be honest. I just post random crap on my personal Instagram.
I mean, who doesn't? I mean, that's kind of what it's there for.
That's what Instagram is for.
So, how did you get into YouTube, and how long have you been doing it?
I got into YouTube in the very turn of 2012, January 12th, 2012 was the exact date that my YouTube channel Ballistic Bagel has formed. There's actually a funny story around that name. My friend, longtime friend, had a YouTube channel before I did. He posted a few things on there, and he doesn't really post anymore. He's not active anymore. He actually, I went to him because I was actually interested in making a YouTube channel, and he showed me how. He got me my own Gmail account, and so I started my YouTube channel. I had to come up with a name, but I wanted to be clever, and I wanted to have what is it? Alliteration. I want to have alliteration in there.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. The repetition of the first letter. That's alliteration, right?
I believe so, but I'm not sure, so I'll probably sound like an idiot if I'm wrong. Oh well.
Yeah. I wanted to have I wanted to make it like a clever name. So I was just sitting somewhere, and just Ballistic Bagel came in my head. I don't know how it happened. It just did. I made my introduction video, and then actually the way I got into recording horror games is because of this little, not the little, he was little at the time. His name was Chaotic Monkey. He played Amnesia: The Dark Descent. And so, like, I would watch that. I would watch, like, one episode, like, every day before school. I was in 6th grade at the time. 6th grade when I made my YouTube channel. Yeah, I was young. And I didn't really have a way to record my own screen because I wasn't, like, technologically smart or sound or whatever.
Oh, I'm not either,
so
don't worry.
What I did... I'm sorry?
I'm not either, don't worry. It's one of these things where I'm learning as I go along, so...
Yeah, I mean, I got my whole full-blown setup. You'll know when you see my channel. But at the time, the only thing I had to record was the game itself, TV, my cell phone, which was a Pantech Pursuit 2, I believe. Something like that. It was like this weird slide phone, which had like a 1 megapixel camera. It was really dumb.
Wow.
And a bar stool and a 20-pound dumbbell. I would lean the phone up against the dumbbell. Oh man, I can remember this now. I would record one episode every day before school after I finished watching the Amnesia playthrough. And it was my first gameplay with commentary, and I played Doom 3 on the original Xbox. For some reason, the game did not scare me. I don't know how. It just didn't. It was 2012. I wanted to say I was like 13 or 14 at the time. I was 13. I was 13. Where was I? No, I was 13. Where was I? 12. I was 12 years old when I first started recording. I was 2012 when I first started recording. I didn't have the channel when I started recording. I was just like recording it for my own entertainment to watch back myself to just see how it would look.
It's actually pretty cool.
And then I thought, hey, I wonder if I could put this on YouTube and people would like it, and not many people did. I'm not saying it's like got many dislikes. I'm just saying that not many people viewed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it started with just like me being bored and posting videos that I thought people would think were funny, and just me like digging around in video games. To now, I'm posting Guitar Hero videos that look really professional, and so one of them I haven't checked in a while, but I think it has like over 550 views.
That's awesome.
So it's insane, and I think I have I have over 400 videos on that channel. So yeah, it's crazy. And I don't really have like a clear schedule. Again, description, and again, it's gonna be posted in the description. You can check it out after this.
Yeah. I've watched probably 20 or 30 of his videos, and I really like a lot of them, especially his Guitar Hero ones, because I could never be that coordinated to be able to do what he does on his Guitar Hero videos. He is an absolute beast when it comes to playing the real guitar and when it comes to rocking out at Guitar Hero. You've beaten all the games on Expert, correct?
Every single Guitar Hero and Rock Band game on Expert. I
That,
remember. Okay. So funny. There's a funny story behind me beating Rock Band 4 on Expert. I actually streamed it on YouTube. I streamed it, and I thought I was gonna like beat it. I was determined to beat it that night. I thought it was just gonna take me like 2 or 3 hours. Was I wrong? You want to know how long it actually took?
how long did it take you?
9 hours and 24 minutes.
Did you stream that whole entire time?
You can check it out on my YouTube channel.
That's awesome. That's a long time to beat the game.
Oh yeah.
Did you run into any difficulties, or is there any specific reason that it took so long to beat it?
It was just like a lot of things to do.
That's awesome still.
Yeah.
So, curiosity of mine is, getting back to furries. In your opinion, how has the furry fandom helped you in any ways or inspired you?
Let's see. My freshman year, back in 2013, 2013. My friend actually like pointed me towards the MLP fandom or the My Little Pony fandom.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just like, this is pretty dumb. And he's like, no, you should check it out. And I was just like, okay, fine. So I watched the first episode. I'm like, all right, this is not bad. 3 seasons later, I was hooked. So I was like, okay, this is actually pretty rad. So I made my own OC. His name was Twisted Turntable. He was a DJ because I was really into EDM at the time.
Nice.
I actually made my own music. I don't even know where the music is now. I made my own music and all that fun stuff. And then I discovered the furry fandom when I was just I was on this Amino, this app called Amino. Y'all probably know Holt from there. It was I was like really into skateboarding at the time, and I was watching this YouTube channel. His name was Sam Tabor. He was really into skateboarding, and he has a skateboarding YouTube channel, and he advertised Skateboard Amino. So I was like, okay, I'll check this out and see what it's all about. So I thought it was really cool. You could post pictures and you could post videos and GIFs and all that stuff, and like blogs about things that you wanted to do, and you could earn like a big following and all that. And then I found the furry Amino. And okay, I'm gonna be completely 110% honest about this.
All right.
I joined furry Amino so I could look at some adult pictures.
Oh God, that's the worst place you can literally go to do that.
That's completely honest. Like that's why I joined it. And then after I couldn't find any, I just like left. And then like I came back a while. I came back a while later, and people were following me. I'm like, okay, why is this happening? And so I decided, okay, I might as well stay here. I started to slowly grow my following, and then I decided to make my own furry character. Well, at the time, I still had Twisted Turntable.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing pretty good. I got a couple of commissions from him, or of him, and it was all fun until it started to get really, really tough and difficult to draw Twisted Turntable. So I decided, hey, let's wait. I'm just like drifting off here.
You're talking about how the fandom has helped and inspired you.
Yes. Okay. Fandom. The fandom has helped in so many ways to deal with a lot of stress in my life, and a lot of the drawbacks and the sadness and all the defeats that I've handled. Like, because one of my darkest days was when my girlfriend broke up with me.
Oh, yeah.
And that was back on August 30th. I remember the day like it was yesterday, really. I'm not going to dwell on that because I'll just get all sad and things.
Don't go getting sad. Then I'll have to cheer you up.
That's when this big old Lovebug came and cheered me up.
That's my job.
He told me that there's a lot more to life than just one person, and he cheered me up like from there. And then we started talking, and literally we've never stopped talking. Literally.
Yeah, he's become one of my closest friends.
Literally every day for a minimum of about 6 hours a day.
Yeah, today, for example, we just talked and chatted and figured out what we were going to do with this and the channel, and we're actually looking into doing a couple like short animations for introductions, so for the vlogs and everything, so that'll be pretty fun.
Oh yeah, speaking of animation, that's my alarm's going off my phone. That's where I met my good old friend Gene. He is a professional animator. I was there when he got his degree in 2D animation.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
It was pretty awesome. It was a really cool thing to. I didn't personally see it because he kind of lives in Puerto Rico, but I was there when like he went to the. Well, I wasn't there, but we were friends. I knew him when he went to his graduation and all the festivals and things like that. He did get to walk the red carpet at one point at one of his film festivals, which was really cool. And yeah, I was just generally there. And he was actually one person who inspired me to get back into art. And I bought my first tablet. It was a Huion H420. It cost me like $30. And then he surprised me by giving me a Google Docs folder. We're on Telegram. We were just talking. Like I told him, like, yeah, I might get my own tablet. And so the next text I got was a Google Docs link. And after that was just whoops. He just said whoops.
Oh.
And so, so I was just like, oh, I probably just sent it to the wrong person. So I left it alone. And then I got a little curious, so I clicked on it. You want to know what it was?
What was it?
Oh, nothing. Just the entire English iPad.
That's awesome.
That is very awesome. So, most of the drawings on my Fur Affinity page are side. Others will be treads, and others will be on my phone. The app that I use on my phone is the full version of Ibis Paint X.
That's really good.
It's really nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. It's a good software.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad that the fandom's been able to help you in that way. How is, in your personal opinion, like the local furry community around where you are? Are you one of the only furries there? Are there other guys? Do you go to meets? How does that work out?
I have not been to a meet down here. There is a con that happens every year called Furry Week in Atlanta. It happens during spring break, which is perfect because I'm in school right now. And I have as many furry friends down here in Lawrenceville as I do maybe on one hand. So it's not that big.
Oh wow!
But I'm sure as I like get to know people and I go to cons, I will find many more people that live in my area that are also part of the furry fandom.
That's awesome. Are you planning on going to Furry Week in Atlanta then?
Oh hell yeah! Heck yes! Alright.
So do you have plans on
yeah.
getting your fursuit before then, or are you going to try and wait for it to be in the fandom for a little bit longer? I mean, what's your opinion on, like, in general, of fursuits and getting one this soon?
Ooh, I would love to get me a fursuit. The only thing that is holding me back is money, which is probably holding everyone back. Either money or time. I have plenty of time. It's just I just need money, and since my phone recently exploded, I'm gonna have to pay for that. So it might be a little later than I anticipate to get the fursuit, but
And it takes time to be able to get one and get one for a good deal and get what you want exactly to be able to bring your Sona to life. I mean, like with Holt's a part of me, so I mean, I know I'm taking my time to be able to find someone that can create him perfectly. I mean, but I'm picky. I'm weird like that.
yeah, I created Lovebug when I was like in a really, really dark place. I created him just so I could have like I created him before I really started talking to Holt. I created him so I could have someone to talk to. It sounds kind of creepy if you think about it.
No, it's not creepy because the fandom's all about having a great imagination. So I mean, that's not creepy at all. That's originally how I created Holt when I was a lot younger. Was just he was a friend, he was an imaginary friend that went on crazy adventures with me.
I created Love. My alarm is still going off. I created Lovebug when I was in a really, really dark place in my mind, and I was doing things that I didn't want to.
Yeah.
So I created Lovebug as sort of like an anti-negativity booster, as a positive booster to my mentality, knowing that like someone in the world could be this positive if I just got to know them.
Yeah.
So basically, behind Lovebug, with Lovebug, I learned to respect people for who they were and not for who they wanted to be. I don't know if that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, is there anything you'd like to see, like, locally changed about your community? I mean, since you said, like you said, you only know 5 people really locally that are furries. I mean, is there something like local to your town or like area that you'd like to see, like more meets or just in general being able to hang out with more furries themselves?
Not really. In general, the furry community is more frowned upon because of the stereotypes that come with being a furry. Like some people who are non-furries or anti-furries think that we do some adultery to animals and things of that nature. But in reality, those are just it's not really that.
Yeah, no, it's just we're a very supportive community in the fact that, I mean, a lot of people don't realize how we're kind of like a giant weird family that everybody loves everybody. Everybody tries to cheer each other up and make everybody happy, and there's way too many hugs involved. It's kind of like an awkward family reunion where you have all these weird people coming up to hug you, and you're like, I don't know you, but you're hugging me, so I'm gonna hug you back, and for some reason this is making me smile.
And those family reunions are what we like to call cons.
Exactly. It's just a big bunch of fluffy idiots running around in suits and non-suitors just having fun, smiling and laughing and drinking way too much. Yeah. But yeah.
It's just a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about, touch base on, be random and just ridiculous with? I mean, we did talk for like 6 hours earlier today, so I mean, you think we would have something else to talk about?
Anymore.
I just realized I have a pop addiction, thanks to Dust, and like I'm looking at all his, and then I'm looking, I'm like, when did I buy this many pops for myself? And then I'm looking at them all, and I'm just like, okay, here's a pile here, here's a pile here, here's a pile here. This box is full of them, and it's like, where did these all come from? Like, did I seriously in the last 6 months buy this many frickin' pops? Apparently so. Like, I think I have almost 30, and some of them are the really big, it's like 6 to 8 inch minifigures.
Oh, oh, don't even get me started. My friend, I believe last time we talked, we haven't talked in like a couple months. Last time I talked, he had a collection of 600 pops, so don't even talk.
Jeez.
Yeah, this man is a completionist.
Yeah, I can
and
tell.
He's got money.
Yeah, like Dust has quite a few himself. He's probably got over 150. And me, I have probably 40-ish, close to there, 30 or 40. I mean, I like them. I collect the ones I'm interested in. Like, I'm a huge Marvel nerd, and then like I got the Parks and Rec pops, which are awesome. Of course, I got Ron Swanson. I got Burt Macklin because Burt Macklin is amazing. And if anyone doesn't know who that is, please reference Park and Recs and Google that, and you will not regret it. I trust me on that. You will love that show if you have never seen or heard of it before. And then I've got my Gwenpool pops because Gwenpool's absolutely amazing. I mean, I just got an assortment of it. I see it, I like it, I buy it. Like I have all the Destiny pops except for I believe Ikora and Cade, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. My alarm is still going off. What is this?
It's technology. Technology hates us. We need it to survive, but at the same time, it's just like, nope, I'm not going to work properly.
Speaking of technology, I'm pretty sure everyone out there wants to know how my phone exploded. I'm not being satirical when I say it exploded. I'm not trying to be funny.
Literally blew up.
It legitimately exploded. So it actually happened yesterday. I just came home from work and a replacement battery for my iPhone 5S came in. I love my iPhone 5S, by the way, for the short time I had it. I decided, hey, I watch YouTube. There's YouTube videos that shows me how to replace the battery in my phone. So yeah, I took apart my phone and I undid all the hookings and things, and I didn't notice that there was a little piece of tape that you had to pull to get the battery out. I did not notice that. So what I decided to do, I thought it'd be a good idea to try and like pry it out, use leverage and pry it out with a screwdriver. Yeah. Then all of a sudden it started smoking really, really bad. I saw a little bit of fire underneath the case, and then it lit up like a firework. I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. So I literally jumped downstairs. I jumped down the stairs and I threw it out onto my sidewalk where the screen got destroyed and caved in. Yeah, I looked back later. The battery was red hot because it was a Li-ion battery. And I looked back after everything was cooled off. The internals were completely fried. The battery was destroyed, and the screen was cracked beyond recognition. So the phone is toast. And there goes my first big money. Well, yeah, that's what happened to my phone. So I have a Samsung Galaxy S5 now, which is my old phone. I don't miss it, but I need it. So yeah.
All right, well. Chris, it was great getting to have you on and talk with you on the show. I mean, as much as I've been able to talk with you over the past couple months, it's great to be able to share these experiences with other people and be able to talk about it. And I'm really glad that you were able to be the first guest host. So thank you, and hope to be able to have you back on the show sometime. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, have a great night, man.
You too, man.
Well, thanks everybody for listening to this episode of Holt's Weird World. I hope y'all can bear with me as I get back in the swing of things. And always remember to have fun and keep smiling. Bye. Love y'all.